Ricky.
I feel opulent, I feel skinny, and I feel like the star of the ball, baby.
Ricky Suave.
Lionfish.
I'm lionfish.
Oh, that's pretty.
Thank you for the heart me. What's up, Ricky?
This look is head to toe airbrush by me.
Fucking trying to find a place to move to, bro. I haven't pinpointed an area yet. They got this program out west that I'm looking at that is that supportive towards people who like plant medicine and stuff, but I'm not sure yet. We're just talking in the DM right now. I'm not gonna say a name or anything, but
I look pretty fashionable.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
kind of like miserable right now. I'm okay. That's what matters. But I'm miserable because like I'm not getting any like human interaction. I'm not like going outside very much. I'm not getting like very many like legitimate doors that I'm like super excited to walk through. Hey Jessica, thank you. Love you. Hey Jessica, thank you. Love you. Glad you're here. Hey Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. Heart means help creators. Thank you, Jessica. You hear what I'm watching in the background, right?
Beautiful orange dots adorning all over her body. And I want to give the essence of a jellyfish. Jellyfish, we're kind of sexy.
She's so transparent.
Poor Mona Lisa, a leafy sea dragon.
This is not RuPaul's best sea dragon race.
Thank you so much, Jessica. Hold on. Lit up hat and mustaches in my gift gallery. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica. You're amazing. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the money, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Watching my little RuPaul Drag Race, you know, just trying to keep away from all the drama, keep away from all the BS. I'm trying to find somewhere to move to, man, so I can get back to playing the game of life, man. I hate this. I want to be working and gymming and posting and streaming and connecting and being useful to people, man. Thank you, Flower Power, for the rose. You know, I want to get back at it. I'm trying to meet people. I'm trying to like talk to people on Snap and stuff and be like, hey, I'm not trying to fucking come in and bother you or anything. I don't need you. I don't need your money. I don't need any of that shit. Okay. I have some checks coming that are going to be like, hey, this is enough for me to pay rent. Okay. Unfortunately, I have terrible credit, terrible rental history, as far as the fact that I only have one rental history. That's terrible still. Even if I have no evictions, even if, you know, I have no foreclosures, even if I only have one apartment that has ever had my name on the lease, and yeah, so that's still not that great. No cosigner, you know?
My relationship with fitness was not at a point where I could just jump into working out. I thought, we know what it's like to be.
I got a check for over 1K coming just from this main page. Can't do anything until it gets here and until it's processed through PayPal. That's rent money right there. Okay, I have another check from another TikTok page, and then I have another check on another TikTok page. Oh, Kate just got blocked. Oh, I figured out who Kate is. Wow, look. Huh. Fake. So fake. Wow, that's crazy. It'd be the people who want to be your friends on the internet so bad. It'd be the people who want to be your friends on the internet so bad that are streaming you and clipping you and gossiping about you behind your back. That girl has been begging me to be a mod for months. And because she threw that particular gift, that let me know that she's a troll. Yeah, because that's a gift that only like YouTube people and people like that throw. Yeah, so.
Excellence is your default, and Lexus knows that feeling is unmatched. Their standard isn't for the average, it's for those who set the bar and elevate it. You define what's possible. Lexus refines what you deserve. Because a car that doesn't make you feel something is a car that stops short of amazing.
Are you throwing away money on your car insurance?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Try Insurify. We help you compare quotes and save half on your car insurance.
I like it when things are convenient and save me lots of money.
Go to Insurify.com and save up to $1,000 a year on your car insurance.
Friday nights, you bring your A game. Flirty walks, you bring your A game. Bring your A game when taking care of your sexual wellness and include Apertude, a prescription medicine used to reduce the risk of HIV. Apertude helps give you continuous protection when taken every other month, and it's proven superior to once daily PrEP in reducing the risk of HIV. You must be HIV negative to receive Apertude and get tested before each injection. If you think you are exposed to HIV or have flu-like symptoms, tell your doctor right away. More HIV testing may be needed. Apertude does not prevent other sexually transmitted infections. Practice safer sex to reduce your risk. Get Apertude scheduled. Missing doses increases your HIV risk. Don't take Apertude if allergic to it or taking certain medicines that may interact. Tell your doctor about your medical conditions, liver problems, and mental health. Serious side effects include allergic reactions or rash, liver problems, and depression. If these occur, get medical help right away. The most common side effect is injection site reaction.
What's up, Ricky? They want to scare people away. They want to scare people away from giving me an opportunity. They want people to think that I'm like fucking not trustworthy, bro. That's like the fucking shitty part. Somebody's gonna give me a chance, bro. And I'm gonna get stable, and I'm gonna give myself enough time to know that I'm in a safe, healthy place, and then I'll pick back up on social media when the time is right and when it's healthy. I'm not trying to just go in somebody's spot and be like, hey y'all, this is where I live now, and this is who I live with, and this is everything we got going on now. No, bro. Like I'm ready to have an adult conversation with somebody who's ready to give me fair boundaries on what I can and cannot do. And if it's like, hey, don't want to be involved in social media whatsoever, but you're welcome to go do that outside of the house, you know, don't say what city you live in or whatever, then that's fine. There's a way for us to do this fairly. I've put my account, by the way, on private to the where that like nobody can comment on my videos unless they're my friend. Like right now, like likes, views, and engagement isn't the most important thing in my life. Privacy, stability, peace, tranquility, safety is the most important thing.
My look is robotic, mysterious, high fashion at La Gonza. I didn't necessarily hide the trashiness of it. There's food stuck to the back of it, but I'm feeling really gorgeous.
All of these people subscribe because they want to see somebody crash out. A lot of these people just want to see somebody crash out, you know? And like, I'm not giving that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go outside and act crazy for views, dude. And that's what people like, they want me to so bad. So they can dox me and so I can get in trouble or get hurt or whatever. and I'm not doing it.
They want to see turtles. Fabulous, expensive.
I'm gonna go be a fucking normal person and do good things with my social media account, bro. 555 in chat, man. What's up, Brutal Britt? 555. What's up, Brutal Britt? Brutal Britt. People want to keep us in this low vibrational state, you know, because we do have potential to be great, you know, and that like they didn't. People don't want us. People don't want people like you and me to ever come up, because the only reason why they was around us in the first place was to make themselves feel better about us, better about themselves when we was down. The only reason why people be friends with us is because, like, when we're struggling, we make them feel better about themselves. That's the only reason why some people watch us, Britt. You want to chill with me, Britt? Where you at? Let's just keep it chill. Let's just keep it.
It's Susie too. Oh my gosh, they found Amelia Earhart.
That was the only thing I wrote down.
My concept is Amelia Earhart after.
I'm not doing the videos. I'm not putting I'm just chilling.
No, I'm not doing my face either right now.
Yeah, I don't either. You okay, boo?
Yeah, I told you, you need to. I understand, especially when, like, sometimes people, when they start doing social media and then it blows up unexpectedly, like, you build not only your validation and reassurance, but then your image, like, is always, like, portrayed back to you, and you need to not care about that. Like, they do, like, when you crash out, they do, maybe they have pattern recognition and behavior, but you need to use that as a tool. Like, if they're pointing that out, that's something that you can, like, take as, like, for tools for yourself, because no matter what program you go into, who you go around, who you date, you have the power to destroy it or do it. Like, it's all within you, and you, like I said, just know when to set boundaries even for yourself, because no matter what, when you win or lose, they'll still be saying something, and you have it all. Like, you just need to stop giving a shit, even when you're going through it and down. That's the realest part of fucking recovery that there is. This app or any place, even treatment centers, acting like every day is a great day. You wake up and make your bed and then you fucking win the lottery. That's not how life works, or recovery, mental health, like, and healing and growing and maturing and character development is all through the hardest times, where to society you look crazy, to society you're messing up, to sobriety you need to be doing better. But sometimes getting through one hard day is harder than most people would think, especially when you're in survival mode, especially when you have fears and paranoia. Like, come on the internet for yourself and be your voice, but remember, this is your platform. Don't sit there and think that people owe anything, even their opinion, to your platform. Yeah, it's the internet, but also it's rare to be in your position and have all of that at your thing, and they would love to, like, bully people and get them offline, because it's a jealousy. Even if it's a jealousy of, like, what do people see? That's not anybody's business. That's not anybody's business, and not many people line and when you're doing good, and even when you mess up, it's not about falling down or you mess up. It's how you turn. You have it in you. You just are used to being in a relationship, which all this I've been through. You're used to somebody saying, "You're doing good, Nick. Be careful." Or when you ask, "Are you safe?" Tell everyone, "F you. You ain't safe if I'm around." Like, have the confidence that no matter what you've been through, you overcame it. You sat there, and it was Nick that got through it. No matter if it was Nick online, Nick in those programs, Nick with Pat. Like, remember, these are programs where, yeah, you might feel shame, but they wanted you, and you brought a lot of awareness, traffic, views. Like, it all started with you that revved that up. And whether or not even my situation, what I went through, who it made me, I wanted to change even the things I could never speak about. And you need to be proud of yourself and stop looking at what you, like, did, and look what you overcame and what you came from, and that the only closure you need to tell yourself is that you deserve to go the to what's best for you. Because if you lose people, those aren't your people. If people don't like what you're doing and it's best for you, those aren't your people. And online, there's going to be a lot of people that love you and don't speak about it. And the hate, if someone's being a hater online, like, you need to look at it and realize, like, people don't hate on people that are just horrible. Like, they'll be sitting there playing Sarah McLachlan trying to rally for them. Like, don't let people take what they didn't help get, and that's your potential, your endurance, your strength. Like, you have all of that in you, Nick, and you don't need a date. You need to, like, my saying is, when you chase something, it's running from you. You need to let everything come to you as who you are, a man in your heart. All that nobody can take from you. You give it to people that, like, don't even have the fraction of even, like, intentions of you. So do what's best for Nick, and just know that you won't have to turn around and ask people, hey, do you care? Like, the ones that will be there will be sitting there, and it's almost like releasing it and let it go. All these people, the internet, that's not your image. You're Nick, and you get in on here, and however someone's perception of you, that's their internal shit. But you have more potential and heart and all these things going for you that literally, I'm telling you, I've met a lot of people. I've lived a million lives. I've never met anyone like you, and that's why I'm trying to tell you that you have the potential. You already have the recovery and sobriety. You could say the AA meeting, like if you asked Alexa to read it, like, you know it. You just you lower your thing because that's what you were taught, is that's what you deserve because what you did. Because I've done just as much as horrific shit, and I'll laugh. Like how Eminem said, tell them something they don't know about me. You know how many people won't put their dirt online? You should be proud that you've taken all this, the hate. I know by how the algorithm, that For You page is like watching a documentary of yourself when you're already broken. Like, you should be proud of yourself. And whether there's a woman by your side, you're at a program, you could run a program, and you have everything. You're the age, you have so much going for you, and your biggest battle is you. And these people that get around it know that if you crash out and mention your breakup or something, well, now they're getting the views. Like, they know your weaknesses because you have that vulnerability.
That's why they keep putting it in the chat. That's why they never let me move on, because that's the content.
Imagine like rage bait,
I can feel the vibe. I can feel the vibe when it's those people that come into the chat. The chat gets so quiet. Like, it's a presence. It's a presence.
Look at the T pages. Do they ever
when
put
it's all
motivating
streamers
things?
and T pages? Because it's all prompts. It's like reading a prompt. Who wouldn't go fucking crazy?
We talked about.
And when you don't know no better, bro, and you don't know that you're getting streamed, and you think that you're talking to your supporters, bro, it's a mind fuck.
That's what I mean. You need to use your trauma to your advantage.
That's why you have to become social media literate, bro. You have to. That's why some of y'all got to listen to me, man. You got to understand that it's not the same people you talk to every time you go live.
No, talk, own it. Like, you don't have to prove your worth. You own it. You embrace it. And if there's two people that get a message,
thank you, Reggie.
That's how these trolls have all these people to bombard people. Like, who cares? Not many people could take that and say it because there's people listening. And sometimes, even as addicts or people going through stuff, it might take 6 months for you to go through a situation, and then they're like, damn, I remember when Nick said this. Like, don't do it for the instant gratification. That's what this world with TikTok and stuff, you get that instant happy.
Right.
No, look at the long run, endurance. You have the strength that's about endurance, Nick. You got to think of it as working out. The first week,
exactly.
That's what I mean. Get through the hard part, and then all of a sudden it'll become natural. But you need to train yourself as if it's your fucking body. Like, don't care about what people think.
But Britt, you know that truly deep down, I don't care what they think. It's when other people care and other people believe the lies, and they're ready to act out of their normal character because of a lie. And then I don't even get the opportunity to explain, because now there's all these people rallied up with rage bait, and they're ready to crash out over rage bait because somebody else needs some content.
Well, I get it, because trust me, you should hear the shit that's said about me. Like, it's like a soap opera of lies to myself. I'm like, damn, this is cool.
Real quick, Brittany, I don't want to interrupt you. I was so, like, I have nothing to be afraid of you for. But this shit, all of these situations, it fucked me up so bad. And because, like, you and me got so close so fast, the moment that somebody doxed my work, and then like there was an Uber with you upset on the way to my job. I don't know what that meant.
I didn't know that. I didn't. Well, we had talked about that.
I didn't know what type of activity you was
But I
coming
wasn't
with.
online. I was literally like, I think I was. Oh yeah, I was live. Or no, I was just talking. I don't know what I was doing because I got banned right away. But
and I was scared, and it was like, okay, wait a second. I love Britney. Like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I haven't gotten to know you enough to be in love with you, but I'm like, I love this chick. She's great. This is exactly the type of chick that is going to be like, you know, what I need for this TikTok stuff and everything for this to be successful. She understands. She knows.
We
right?
discussed it as friends first, and I tried telling you, and I went there because I thought. I said, why aren't they letting me and Nick talk in person? I thought it was weird because they rushed me out. That's why I went. I was making sure you were okay. I wouldn't dox your work. I even told you. I'm not like that. I don't move like that.
Scary, Britt. It was scary, Britt. You know what I mean? Because there are.
When I was in the motel and I couldn't show my face out, and I wasn't even using, so the paranoia being sober, that shit, I was like, hell, this is worse. It's worse than being HIGH. I was like being sober, living like
it's worse than being that.
Hell no. I was like this. I was like, I remember that I would hear like anything or not like anything, and I would all of a sudden be like stressing, and then I was like, hell no. I was like, how do people do this? Like where you have to worry about your safety to even go to the store. Like that's crazy. That's like crazy. The internet normalized that, especially when they know you're trying to stay sober and your mental health and being like in a town that you're not like from and stuff. But that's why I've been trying to help you. And of course, when everything went off and stuff, and like I said, I just have learned to protect my peace. And I've never asked you for a thing. I've never asked you for money.
No, you haven't.
Never.
I know that.
Never asked you for anything for TikTok. Even I was trying to tell you that I could help you.
You fed me when we was in the house together. We went grocery shopping together. You was like, I'm telling you, I'm like, don't worry about the food. You like eat. You're like telling me. Like,
I pay attention, and people don't realize you go to treatment, and if you don't have a job or you're paying for that, you don't have a lot of food. And then you see people just, living it up, having more than enough. And I'm not like that, but I've never asked you for money. I've never asked you to even help me with my TikTok. I told you that I could help you do like trends and stuff, like not just talking and stuff. And I was like, there was trends. I had ideas for you. Like I've only wanted to see you win, and I've watched, and you see how much I observed.
We had positive conversations, Brittany. We was never. Yeah, it was fine until we was trying to follow rules and shit. We wasn't even contracting like that. I was literally talking to you. I was like,
it wasn't until I started sticking up for you.
You know, they got a target on my back. I was like, you're really pretty. Obviously, you see me looking at you and stuff. I was like, I can't be breaking rules in here. Like, I was like, listen.
We even agreed that. We said we're not going to get kicked out. We'll make it till graduation. And then that's remember I said you hang out with people, and then all of a sudden, like, and then it's your downfall. And we even had
conversations like, hey, look, I was like, both of us probably are really similar in this way. We've never really taken time to get to know another person before we started getting involved.
We had a year, so we were like, we had plenty of time.
And we watch each other and actually take some time to get to know each other.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And when we were saying I love you, that started as when we were saying I love you, it was as friends at first. Like people make it, and they just create their own narrative. But also, like I watched as like I observed. That's just how I am anywhere, especially when I'm like nervous going somewhere new. So I pay attention, and I saw how people targeted you, but I also saw how they were manipulating you and getting you, and that's why. And when I started defending you,
that's foster care, boys' homes, treatment centers, and stuff before, right?
Yeah.
Like group homes and stuff. You've been through the system before, right?
Yeah, well, foster care, not the group home, but not, but I know what you mean. And even group home,
I have too, right? So it's like when another person has been through shit like that and we go through it as an adult, we could see it on each other.
Well, the thing, me and you, remember at first, like you were the first one to help me, and you saw me, I was all effed up. Like, but you were nice to me. And I remember thinking like, cause that's what I hate the internet, how they make a narrative, and you're not going to go and explain everything, like every fucking thing that's wrong. After a while you just let them think. But, I remember someone wrote on my comment when I was saying, and I'm just being honest. Yeah, I keep it real. On the way to the lift, I'm trying to use whatever I can before I get there, forgetting it's a sober living. I was like, oh shit, my bad. Normally I party before a treatment. But, then they were like, oh, is Nick even there? I haven't seen him posted, but I didn't know it was a 1-year program. So I thought you had been there way back, that you already probably graduated. So I was like, I didn't know if you were there. And I was like, and I'm the type, and I had been going through so much shit. I wasn't into drama online or shit. And then at that last month, but then when you were there, and I remember you walking up, and then when you're the one that talked to me when they said I couldn't VAPE, and I said at the detox, I said, get me out of here, and you're the one that talked me to stay, and I wasn't being nice to you either at first. I was like, hell no. I said, you got me twisted. And I said, no. I said, that's not happening. And they're like, for that? I'm like, yes, exactly. And then,
and what happened? I gave you a big hug. Even though I wasn't allowed. I said, listen.
I hugged you.
I said, listen, I'm not allowed to do this, but I'm going to give you a hug.
You said, I'm on a 6-inch program.
Outside
I said,
and
what the
not
hell
be safe.
You're like, I'm on a 6-inch program. I can't hug you. I'm like, but it made me laugh. But then even when I went back, you were trying to help me adapt. And I remember thinking like, damn, I said, he's actually like nicer. And that's what even blew me away. Even with Pat, everyone, like, to meet him in person is way different online. Just how you see me online, how I'm not like that. Like, everyone thinks I walk up and I'm like, hey, little mama, how you doing? Like, I'm aggressive, and I'm not like that. I said, I'm chill, but you'll see me out, I fucking pop off, but it's not. And I don't just pick on people. I was standing up for you. Remember, you were going to get 10K, and I said, then Sarah gets 10K. I said, I was in the car. I heard her. I said, hell no, that's fake. She was just telling him, no problem. And then now he gets 10K. And I said, either he gets it, and then they took out your 10K. But that's when they got mad because I started defending you.
You remember when she made me cry after I asked her for a ride to work and I paid her $35 for the ride to work?
Yeah, remember I brought that up. I said, you didn't even pay him back. I said, and she took his 30.
And like, I literally just like, was upset and didn't say anything. I didn't react. I was just upset. So like, the tears, it's easy to make me cry, but she couldn't see you and you had your hand on my shoulder while she was riding me to work. We would have got kicked out for that. You know that, right?
Oh, I know. That's all. I would have beat her. Oh, I gotta watch it. Sorry. No, never mind. I would have done that. Wow, trust me, I didn't. But remember, even at the end, and then when they're like, oh, something for TikTok, of course, Nick and Britt want to be on here. I said, we're not here for TikTok, we're here from it. I said, don't target us just because we're okay with being shown online. I'm like, but I think sticking up for you, and that's when they started saying like, you and Nick are hanging out too much, and I was like, oh, who's complaining? I said, here it goes. But even when they asked me, you know how people sit there and they lie for hours, like till 2 a.m. Fucking, they pull me down there and they're like, did I think Jose or Madison or something, like, did you hook up with Nick? I said, yep. I said, bitch, I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired. I said, yep, and they're like, and I said, and they're like, where? And then I said it, and I think they even were thrown back to where I literally took me 2 seconds. I was like, yep, what? And I'm thinking I'm writing words. So then Allie's like, I'm sorry. I said, no, you're not. I said, go out front. Let's handle this since you like the guy said. I was so mad. They're like, you gotta stop. And it's like, I was like, well, and then I remember even Sarah's like, how dare you say anything about me? I'm like, one person is, I'm sorry, we're not going to have this discussion. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I always was defending you, and I think that, like, it was annoying too, because I was like, why do you guys, like, even if you're having a hard time, isn't that what we're there for? That's what I was trying to get back at. Your recovery and mental health, when you're having hard days, when you show it, don't sit there and wake up shame because these T pages are like, oh, I set my alarm early, I'm going to have a long day of being assholes today. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna post about other people's life instead of being a better person in mine. So then, okay, and then be like, okay, and look, I still made it today. Some people don't even get up and try. And to keep going is more exhausting than people think. To move and hotel and treatment, like, after a while you check out mentally, you shut down mentally, you have no motivation, have no motivation to get settled, because now you're just thinking, oh, when's the next time I leave? And everyone thinks, like, get your life together, while they don't even, like, just because things appear in people's life, like, it doesn't mean they're happy. And we've sat there and had hard times and made the best of it. It's like literally your mindset, and it's your perception. If something's bad or good, that's on your mindset, and be like, okay, well, this is effed up, but at least, and sometimes rejection is protection. You need to stop mourning over people that laugh at your pain,
Sometimes rejection is protection.
Exactly.
Damn.
Yes. I mean, you got to stop looking at it as being done to you and for you. And if you knew it would take out us, how we've lived life, we wouldn't want to know everything. So literally sometimes not knowing and like the unknown, look at it as like excitement. Look at it as like say like if someone's going on a first date, like that exciting that you don't know how it's going to go, but you know it's not going back to where you were. And like, remember, fear is a sign to go. Like whatever knows your potential, everything, fear is telling you to turn back and settle for something that you never had to settle for. You just were taught that. But literally fear be like, oh, I could take this. And there's nothing, even if you fail, how many times we failed and then we somehow come out better, smarter. We learned a lesson. Like, look at it as that you might fail 10 times, but that 11th might be your win. But what if that 10th time you get discouraged and you give up and it was one good choice or like, you know what I mean? Push away.
Not how
like,
many
you
times
don't
you
need
fall
anybody.
down, right? It's how many times you get back up.
As I said, like the fall, we don't even flinch when we fall. We're like, here we are again. What up, Floor? Like, fucking nice to see you. Fucking life just raw dogging us without asking for our name.
I got a scar from the last time I fell on my face, right?
But you can't have testimony without test. So imagine you have all this and then you write a book and you have your everything, what you want, and then literally be like, you know what? I went through
testimony without
like,
test.
I'm glad you laughed at me because now I'm not sensitive. Or sit there and be like, you guys hated me so much, it led me to love myself. To show that you've never needed anybody, and I get it. I get lonely and I want people, and I'm a people pleaser and I love people and social. But you want people at your vibration and level. You don't want people at your brokenness, because if the people that want to sit there and take advantage of a broken person are you, trust me. So just know that if you can conquer being alone, you can conquer being in any room, whether it's a White House or a treatment or a woman. You could just literally give yourself the gift, and somebody else like will meet you there. And then naturally you guys give you don't have to tell a relationship, I want this, this, and this. If she's your woman, she'll know what you want without asking, and she'll want to do it. Stop telling everyone. Make them do the work and find out. Since they have so much fucking time, they could tell you in 902 what color fucking eyelash I had. Like, they fucking,
dude, I know, and that's the thing. It's our circumstance. Our circumstance and our situation is the only reason why you and I aren't fucking together right now. It's because you know what I mean? Like you were like I felt like you like I felt like without us breaking any rules and without us being inappropriate towards each other, like there was chemistry there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I even told Pat, because we tested each other too. Because like I was literally like I got a lot of trust in the house, right? I was like, you know that I'm not going to give up my trust, and I'm not going to give up my opportunity to crash, right?
And I tell you not to tell any of the guys, because they all share information, because everyone told me everything. I said, and do not tell one of these girls anything. Play stupid. And I said, and play GAY. And
exactly. So they all tried to play like I was like that anyway. So I was like, this is perfect.
Oh, because Allie was all with Keaton, and then she comes up like, Nick, I think, and I'm like, Nick, oh my God. I said, don't get excited and start telling people. I said, yeah, I've been through but I get it. No, I even told Pat, because he's like, you know, there's this is like, there's something wrong with you. And I was like, no shit. That's almost like why I came to treatment. I said, my bad. I said, I thought I was at Disneyland. Fuck, where's my ears? Like, what the hell? And then I told him, I was like, he's like, you and Nick will never be together. You don't even love each other. You don't nothing. I said, you don't tell me I said, you want to bet? And he's like, yeah, you want to bet? And I said, and we were arguing about that. I said, you're not going to tell me that this shit was all like fake, or don't hit me with the trauma bomb bullshit. I said, some people go through trauma and then they bond over the fact that someone looks at them, besides like, oh, that person's a piece of, like, oh, do you know their charges? Like, okay. And who cares? Like, if it doesn't affect them, stop feeling bad. And these people still follow you and stuff. Like, so who cares? Like,
that sounds romantic. That's the most romantic thing in the world to me. Oh, you heard all of the bad things that could have possibly ever been said, and you still decided to see for yourself.
And like I said, and that's how I stopped being an internet hater.
You decided to make your own judgment, and you decided not to let other people think for you.
No, because then I saw shit online, and then came there, and even at the house, and like I said, and I made my judgment of you, and I treated you like not even a TikToker or an addict. Like, I treated you as a human, and like That's what I'm saying. And we were respectful. We were nice.
Together. I'm telling
Remember,
you.
I gave you the 90-day coin?
Was looking at you weird and stuff. I was like, hey, look, old buddy's being weird right now, trying to get a good look at what you got going on. Go put on a sweater or something.
Remember, I said they took like a picture of my butt and everything, and they admitted it. They admitted it. Remember, I said I'm smart. I have eyes everywhere. I have.
And I told you, I said, hey, look, I was like, everybody ain't your friend. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, protect yourself.
Yeah, you would tell me like when to go put shorts on at the pool or something where like they're saying something or they're looking. And I was like, and then you saw me start getting uncomfortable. I said, it's like one thing is just like, oh, we're all like adults. But like when it was just like, it was like, and I'm not like that. Like I'm not like a.
Because like, I wasn't hitting on you. Yeah. I was like, you and me got this in common. I was like, if we get ourselves together, we could break the internet together. I was like, you know, like, let's be homies.
And we were doing it as a recovery and like motivational. We weren't going to be like.
If it happens and we decide that it's healthy for us, then we'll pursue it after we graduate. But we got to graduate.
Well, didn't we even say that? Remember the conversation I told Allie where I said, if a man loves you, he'll be pushing you towards your kids in that graduation date. And we didn't think we'd get kicked out. We were already on reflections till the graduation date. Like we weren't getting off. Like our graduation would be held on reflections. Fuck. No, but I remember I told her the day before, I said, a man that loves you will push you to that sobriety, your kids, and that graduation date. I said, anybody else? I said, so literally, you remember I kept wanting to leave when they were pissing me off, and then you're the one that talked me into staying. Like, I was like, no, I'm leaving. And I said, and then you were the one that, and then even when we said, oh, if we leave, we said, we have to stay sober. Like, you keep me sober. I even told you that for my kids. I don't want to use. I'm fine without using and drinking. Like, it doesn't take away my pain no more, and it doesn't make me happy. There's no party. Like, I'm burnt out and I'm tired.
To our problem anymore, is it?
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, that's like was my survival, and now I've taken off that backpack, and now it's uncomfortable because that's the way I've calmed myself down. Even my anger, when everyone's like, she's so angry, like I'm used to like smoking to chill. Like, I'm sorry, and like I said, you saw me even 2.5 weeks into sobriety. I'm already 2 months like now, and I did that without a program of anything because I didn't have the option. But I told you, like, I kept trying to tell you in there, it's us. Like, our potential is walked in and it'll leave. But yes, these are opportunities and people we can learn off of, and you need to, and I'm just being like a real person to you. I think you need to apologize to Pat and squash it, because I was there from an observer, and I get when you're in emotions and you're attacked and you have all these issues, you can't see it, like whatever. And Pat went above and beyond for you, but he can't do certain things because he has everybody else as well. And like, you know what I mean? And
I totally feel that too.
Pat does love you, and
going to give us special treatment. I get that, and I was on the same page.
Not special treatment. He literally, I could tell how he looked at you. Like, I could tell that he believes in you like I do, and you know how he gets mad and walks away. Like, it's like, because you can only, like, how I can help you, but I can tell you what to do, like, or give you advice, but it's up to you ultimately to save Nick. Because in the end, if you save you, if you build you, if you do that, then nobody can break you, because your foundation was you and your brokenness. And Pat was trying to teach you, but it was all too soon and too much. It was all, and then plus,
I wanted to give him exactly what he needed. I wanted to give him the fucking poster child that he needed, because
but that's what you started trying to please him.
And here's the thing: it wouldn't have even been fake. It wouldn't have even been fake, because
it wasn't with that. But people were jealous,
because I needed the help.
Well, they broke you too, because you'd be on reflections, but they'd be GIC or something. Doesn't mean you'd be GIC or something. Like, you can't work and be on reflections.
Really writing words.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Remember, I'd be like, remember I got 7K because I was like, don't talk to Nick, he's on reflections, and then they were like, breaking Oncom. I said, I don't give a fuck. I said, he's already.
I really did the real structure. Even if people think I did the watered down version, if there is a version that came after me, y'all really got the watered down version, because when I came in the house, all staff members were there, all graduates were there, everybody's writing words, and the house was packed.
Yeah. Well, any program, when there's people coming and going, no matter where you go, the energy shifts and people think. And when you were on reflection, already meant to go through it. No, and then when they were putting more
shit. I wanted to be an affiliate. I wanted to be an associate. I wanted to fucking do basically what Jose or what Johnny Crump or what fucking Mason did. I would have happily worked for Patrick Ridge.
Yeah, but I mean, But you, like, instead of thinking of what you want, you need to just think of like, okay, one foot another. Like, as long as you're
Exactly,
walking,
the actions to
like,
get to the
yeah.
desired result. I
But
agree
you
with
do
that.
need,
But the
I
thing
think
is
it
things
would
kept
show a lot.
changing, Britt. Things
I
kept
think
changing, and they kept dangling. Like, it was not really Pat's fault or Madison's.
no, it's not just
really
on
the
you.
people
It's like
wondering, man.
everybody. But if you think of structure, it goes. Structure is a bunch of things. Everyone adds to it, and it wasn't that. Like, I
The
know
whole
you guys
house
could succeed
has to
if it wasn't
participate
in the
in
house.
order for the whole house has to take the structure seriously in
Yeah.
order for it to matter, staff included.
Remember how I said, like, your strong is your weakest link? I said, we got a couple people that don't give a shit. Now it's impossible to hold structure
You and
the
me
line. And
were
yeah.
literally carrying fucking couches together. It was your first couple of days in the
No, it
house.
was 2 days
You were
and
a
I was still
female.
coming
you didn't
off
even
of all
have
that
shoes
shit.
on. You weren't even done detoxing, and there were grown
I
men
didn't have
standing
shoes
around
on.
watching you work.
Oh, yeah, because I kicked off my slippers because I was like, and I was sick of shit. I'm coming off all that shit day 2. And then they're just standing there, and I'm like, here, Nick, let's
Crazy,
just
man.
fucking get this shit done.
That's the thing. Oh, you TikTok this, TikTok that, bro. Like, we are desperate to live. We're desperate.
Yeah, I'm like,
Me and her are desperate for this promise that has been given to all these people.
Like, I hate it when they're like teacher's pet or kiss out. Like, no, I need this. I don't even want this. I need it. My life and
Why
my
did you get sober? Did you get sober to have a life that was more miserable than when you were using? Because that's not why I got sober.
And
that's not what I
when
believe
you're
recovery is.
institutionalized, us being institutionalized, you go there and you, one, pick up structure faster, but
Quit.
2, you literally don't want to be the person sitting around, and you just learn to take care of shit. But when they're just looking like, who's going to lift the couches? And then you're like, no, that'll be too heavy. I'm like, no, the fuck it isn't. And I'm like, let's go. And then we did it, and they were even hating on that.
I loved it.
I said, how you guys mad?
No, it's cool. It's cool because it's like, it's also, okay, seeing who you are too. Okay, like, let's say we met on the street, right? Let's say we met when we was running the street in our addiction. Let's say we met downtown New Orleans and we was trying to get loaded together. All right. Now
I'd beat you up.
hold on, hear me out. This is gonna hit home for a lot of people that's in recovery. All right, cool. Check this out, chat. We're all in a group and we're all about to be sick in the next couple of hours if we don't get well, right? So we're all in a group trying to figure out who's going to produce the desired results the fastest, who is going to get us, our clique, our group, well the fastest, right? Who's going to be the first to be like, yeah, I'll do that to get us all what we need, right? Why wouldn't you have that same attitude towards your recovery? Does that make sense? Why wouldn't you pick the person that is ready to do whatever it takes the same way that you would want to hang out with the person who's ready to hustle whatever it takes to make sure y'all are straight out in the street, right? You're going to go towards the person that's eating food every day, keeping a roof over their head every day, getting well every day, right? Right? In your addiction. So why wouldn't you go towards the person in your recovery, in the recovery house, that's the first person to raise their hand to be of service, the first person that is ready to allow a chore being delegated to them, right? If you're willing to do whatever it takes to stay loaded, and your crew is down to do whatever it takes to stay loaded, why wouldn't you have that same attitude coming into sober living, man? Right? I don't know where she went.
Wait, is it working out?
I had a better way to say it, but I was trying to think.
No, that's what I mean.
I had a better way to
like
say
if you
it.
think about it, even DOPE sick, people will sit there and
I know.
walk
I didn't want to
and
catch a violation for using
yeah,
words.
no,
man.
people are like, why she talk like that? I'm like, dude, I have to. But no, and then that's what I mean. But to sit there and if you think about it, like if all that we could do for our addiction, then even just how there's addiction, there's always bad days. Like, stop expecting sobriety and recovery to not have bad days too. Like, to me, I like bad days because sometimes they slow you down and make you look at the problem. When you're happy or feeling good, you'll be ignorant and forget and you won't pay attention. Like, sometimes bad days are meant to slow you down, depression shut you down, and maybe you like reset or redirect, you know? Like, everyone looks at it as like a punishment or like a something. I'm like, no, sometimes something's a blessing, but we've been programmed to think it's bad. When who the fuck determined bad or good? We never were in school like, this is bad, this is good. No, we decide if something's bad or good to you, and it doesn't matter if someone doesn't like it because it doesn't affect them. They don't pay the consequence. And you've made it this far, and I'm telling you, even from like who you used to be. And even if today you're good and then tomorrow you crash out, like as long as you're trying, but also have somebody that where you'll like listen and understand that like how I've never asked you for a thing. I've never even asked you for $5. So this is literally me just trying to see you win.
You and me were tight. And like, that's the part that I hate is that everybody tried to spin this story that like, dude, like you and me, like seriously, like best friends. And I never had any flirting happen between me and any other girl in the whole house. Like I never.
And even at first, it wasn't flirting. Like it was.
I told you, I was like, listen, I've been in the girl. I was in the house with Tori, Adina, you know, a couple of girls that you know weren't terrible looking. You know what I mean? And like I literally was.
It reminds me because someone said because most of them like they either said or thought you were.
Sarah was
most of them said you were a gay
looking person. You know, I never crossed that like that's like okay. Everybody's like, why does Nick stare at people? Well, at least when I stare at people, I'm staring at you in your eyeballs.
No, it's funny because even like because they were talking about like, oh, everyone's like into Britt or looking at her or flirting, and then they're like, they even have Nick looking because like I said, some of them thought you were gay, so then they're like, they even have Nick looking, and I was like, what the fuck? But it wasn't flirting or like how other people were gross. I remember like, well, I had given you that 90-day coin when you said it was your 90-day, and I always take my old coins after I relapse and I give them to people in treatment. Like that's just what I've done, and I fucking bless you. But yeah, no, I remember one time I was like, damn, I didn't realize how much weight I lost even from being depressed. And I said, I lost all my curves. And you were like, no, you still have curves. And I was like, and then another time you said something like, keep being you're like, you're so beautiful or something. And
I've been looking.
Like, what the fuck? Because most guys in treatment are dirty, like not nice, like, or sweet. So when you were saying it in an appropriate way, I was like, what the hell? I was like, what the hell y'all saying?
I said it in an appropriate way. I said, don't worry.
You said you still got curves. I said, you're looking at my curves, Nick?
Joey. I love you, Joey.
I was like, you just snitched on yourself, dude.
So what you're saying is that instead of being a little nasty, little hey shoddy cornball.
Yeah, I would have been like, go F yourself, literally go like huge, like that. I hate that. Like, especially at first, like it's one thing if people are in a relationship and they joke, but like the first things, like people that come out of their mouth, like just how in their messages, like after that letter bullshit, people were like, can I get next? Can I? And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, just come and they didn't ask me how my day was.
They didn't. And that was on me. And I'll go ahead and explain that.
That was on me. You don't have to apologize. I don't hang on to shit. I'm not like that. And I get it.
I'm literally wearing a shirt that you gave me right now.
Hey, and the letter, fucking my DMs were going crazy. Like
the letter.
No, it wasn't bad. I was laughing. I was like, these people were like into me, telling me I should write love novels. I was like, you need to write love novels.
I was gonna write a letter back because I was balancing work. And I was balancing the house and getting all my words done and also trying to not get caught in my secret relationship.
Yeah. So like, you don't have to like, there's a point where I will like have to, it's like grief. Like I'll go angry. I'll hate someone.
Listen, it's okay. You're not a bad person whatsoever. And I feel like we're going to be able to explain and it's going to make sense to people. And I wish that we wouldn't have been pinned against each other, and I wish the social media wasn't so toxic. But everybody knows.
I'm not going to ever like lead you to something where I'm saying I don't mind. We can like be cool right now, be friends, and if you like help me and listen to me, or like if I tell you, hey, get off social media right now, or make a video, don't go live, like mindset, and take my advice, and when we're both like in better places, we can see where life goes. But I'm telling you right now, I get it because like, but I'm saying just let it, but take it one day at a time. Don't like future trip. Don't worry about the past. Like you don't have to apologize. Like I was angry. I talked plenty of shit just like you, and I'm over it because to me, even holding on to shit affects me.
Well, so here's the thing people don't realize is that you and I are both in a very similar situation. We both came to a place with promises of a new life and, you know, TikTok being the venue that is going to elevate us in our real life situation through completing this program, right? Yeah. I didn't know anything coming in. You didn't know anything coming in. And I definitely didn't expect to meet somebody else like you coming in. And so I didn't have a car. You didn't have a car. I didn't have a place to stay. You didn't have a place to stay. We both had a platform. Both of us, our biggest
My
fear is
license is suspended.
ending up
I
homeless
couldn't even drive
again.
the van because I remember I had my license suspended for fucking racing and not paying the ticket for it. Like, we were down bad. Like I said, we had no, like, and they're like, well, you need to get this. Oh, that costs money. Well, you need to this. You need to be at a meeting. Well, how do I work? Like, what the fuck? It's like impossible.
So it's like, okay, so, you know, would we have probably been able to survive together? Yes, but okay, if they can get us away from each other, then nobody's ever going to be able to find out if we're going to be good to each other or whatever the case may be.
Well, that's what they did. That's what, remember I said when Mariah gave me the money?
Off of talking about Graceland, right? I don't want to build off of that. That's not important. Only thing that I wanted to do was get to a stable life and a normal TikTok live experience. You know what I mean?
Knew, because I even said Nick's gonna leave with me, and then they went out there and they're like, "Don't talk or don't text Nick." And I'm like, "Bitch, you're kicking me out. I don't have to listen." So then I texted you to warn you, and then I think they didn't want you to leave with me because that's when they made me leave within 3 minutes. So they didn't want us to talk to where I could talk you into leaving because at the time they did need you for that, you know. But don't even trip. Like I said, we'll let that shit go, but just I want to see you do good. But if you could take some time to just be by yourself without trying to get that valid, like I said, because it's like filling a void. It's like, okay, well, if I feel good even with the girl, then
relationship so I can hurry up and be like, it's I just don't want to be isolated. That's
you're
it.
not. That's what I mean. You know, people have talking stages, and like you'll say, like you don't have to like literally take it. And I've always said, fall in love with your best friend, because then if you question if they're your soulmate, that your best friend part will be like, bitch, you have to have both. People try to fall in love and then create a friendship, and then you're like, you're not even funny. You get like something like. You need to just let it like happen naturally, because anything that's not natural will bring you some unnatural type of shit in your life.
I agree.
Just like, and I said, we could talk daily still and like go live and do our plan and stuff like that. But you gotta if I reel you in, and
I'm not rushing. Listen, I'm not being stupid. I'm gonna.
If I reel you in and tell you, Nick, don't think, just do. That remember, that's like stop. You're like, son, I'm just like, shut up and just do it. Like, stop looking around at your audience, F the audience. Like literally just do it. And no, and like literally, and then whoever doesn't like it,
that's what she told me. That's what she said. Don't just do. That's what she told me.
I would tell you, and I'd be like, because you'd even
like, but what if we get caught?
just.
She said, "Shut up, don't think, just do." And then we did it.
That's how I was like, I was making up my own fucking Dr. Phil quotes in there and shit. I was like, Nick, just literally like, and I'm telling you because I know shit. Like I see it to where just how you said there's how I could remember you were like, this would be a dangerous woman in recovery, and you saw that, but then you also saw my worst part and online and crashing out, so you could see that the routes we could take, and we're out of, and now all eyes are on us. We can't even go to 7-Eleven without someone, T-Pages, bought it at Red Bull, I don't know, it could have been a 12 ounce, but I'm going to fact check and see if it was a 16. Like, what the fuck? Like, we can't be messing up. You got to check yourself before expecting, and you need people that'll tell you how it is. But
hey, Britt, I'll be right back, okay? I'll be back. Thank you. I'll be back, okay?
Tiny.
I don't know if what's up? So yeah, so a lot of people were just trying to make it seem like, you know, you guys see how misinformation and all that stuff sucks? Like, I wasn't weird. I was actually really cool towards her. And we were friends. And I'm not fucking... I'm not a weirdo, man. You know? What's up, Donald? Donald Beck. Man. What's up, guys? Hydrating a little bit. Watching some RuPaul's Drag Race. Hoping everybody is having the best day ever. Hoping everybody is feeling good today. Big love, big love. Love you guys. Love you guys. Love you guys. Love you guys. I love you guys. Love you guys. Love you guys. Love you guys. I love you guys. Love you guys. Love you guys. Love you guys. No, not a fever. No, I need you to get better soon. Oh my gosh, crazy care. I'm so sorry. Chat. Who needs a roommate? I got my rent ready. Almost. Who wants a roommate? Who wants a roommate? I know how to do chores. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure this out, and everything is gonna be okay. Yep, life's about to be fucking awesome, guys. I don't know what to tell you. What's up? Yeah, people do want to be my roomie, actually. So, hey there, hey, there she is. There she is, and then let's do this. So here's something cool that I can do. Hey there. How are you? Super funny. Hey. How are you doing today? I hope you're having the best day ever. My Monday is going well. 420 sugar. I hope everybody's having the coolest day. Thank you to all my tappers and all my positive people. I know most of y'all are just here to be nosy, but I'm not going to be silly or stupid. That's where I was making mistakes, is just like every little move I was making, I was like letting people on the internet in on what I was doing, and that's not smart. So I am making my plans, and when I decide to execute my plans, people will know when I deem it's time for people to know. Had a great day. What did you do today? I spent some time with my sister and my nephew, and my sister's friend, and I cleaned the room, and I put on some clean clothes and did my hygiene, and I ate some food, and I connected with some people, and yeah, so far still in the making of what's coming next. So only people that I am seeing is my sister and my nephew daily. I get to see them every single day, and I'm talking to like my mom and all my family members, and all the important people, emergency contacts know where I'm at and come see me. But moving hotels and stuff like that, you know, until I find a stable, permanent place. Doesn't make sense to start a job anywhere right now if I could potentially be moving out of state. You know, I'm just saying, I'm going wherever my peaceful, happy life is. So if I can just maintain a hotel room for, you know, day to day, it's not too expensive, I don't need it to be too extravagant, then I will do that without doing anything illegal. I'm waiting on checks to come in from TikTok. Depending on what the conversation says, I'll be able to pay for my own transportation. I'll be able to pay or whatever is supposed to happen, but I'm trying to go do the right thing wherever I go. Thank you for the roses. Trying to go do the right thing. Life being an adventure. When I'm safe and it's secure, that I'm in a solid place, I'll be able to explain anything and everything that needs to be explained if it's worth talking about. And I'll be able to carry on and explore whatever new place that I'm at, you know. And I won't be like advertising myself on the internet. You know what I mean? Like I won't have to be like thirsty and desperate for human interaction. You know what I'm saying? If I find a friend that takes me seriously, I'm going to take the situation seriously, and I'm not going to be like, okay, I got a place to live. Now strangers from the internet come pick me up. I'm not doing that. I'm going to get myself settled and let myself heal and focus on like what I need to do to be my own man, you know. Whoever is coming next into my life to be, you know, I'm about to take my next situation so seriously. All of this is so unnecessary. It's I should be working and I should be at home. It's what time is it? 7:58. Yeah, I should be my day together for my day at work. Day together for my next day at work. Let's say I had a good job, could potentially be working until Saturday, right? So yeah, I should be wrapping things up at the gym or getting ready to wrap things up at the gym. Probably today's Monday, yeah, so that would have been a push day at the gym, probably chest dominant push day. So probably would have got a nice, you know, maybe 90-minute workout, couple of photos, you know, of the upper body, maybe a little TikTok action, you know, and then it's time to hop in the Uber, or whoever my roommate is, it's time to fill up their gas tank and get us something to eat, maybe a Smoothie King or something with lots of protein. All right, don't worry about it. It's on me since I don't have a car and you're kind enough to come pick me up. And then we're on our way home so I can get my day together, my lunch and clothes and get a shower and all that good shit for the next day, so that way I can go to work and be a productive member of society. Okay, like that is the priority. That is the main priority first. TikTok and social media is at the bottom of the list when you don't have stability, right? I have a platform. It does pay me. Okay. Unfortunately, I do not have stability. Now, if I wanted to just do TikTok full time, if I wanted to, I could just sit here instead of asking you guys to give me a chance to be a real man. Instead of me asking you guys for a chance to be a real man who has a real job and goes out, because our society needs more real men, I feel our society needs more men showing up to work on time, ready to clock in, show up and show out. But if you guys feel that our society needs more 24-hour full-time streamers, then I'll just do battles all day long. And I'll just live in a hotel and I just won't acknowledge anybody unless they gift me. Because I can do that. Does that make sense, guys? I'm one of the only people on TikTok asking for a place to live and a job. I can do social media full time and live off of it without asking you guys for a Cash App or $1. I can, and you know I can, and you know I can. I don't want to fucking do this full time. It's not good for my mental health, because I'm going to get the views, I'm going to get the engagement, I'm going to get the gifts, I'm going to be in the ranks. Y'all can act like I'm a crackhead. I'm not, and I haven't been in a long time. So please allow me to be a productive member of our society. TikTok can wait a little while. I'm not trying to fucking live off of likes, views, and engagement. I want to have a real job, and then I want to show out on social media, bro, for the right reasons. Okay? Because you're blocked. If you guys knew, man, there's a lot of new people here. If you guys knew, Why am I blocking? Because they're trolling. Yeah, people are being mean. So, like, I'm coming up with my own money every day to stay in a hotel because I have enough to put down on rent. What am I supposed to do? Like, I have enough to pay rent. I can't touch it. So I have my own money that I'm putting towards a hotel room every day. Sometimes it might be $5 or $6 or $7 short. Sometimes I might reach out and be like, hey, what can I do to earn it? That's not begging. That's not begging, bro. That's not begging. So I'm trying to get a roommate. I'm trying to pay rent and get a roommate. And if anybody is looking for help with rent, it is the first. I have my other phone and I'm researching. Like, people are like, hey, come try this city. Hey, come try this city. Hey, come try this city. I'm researching. I'm researching the cities you guys are telling me to come to. Checking my inbox, anything, everything. Listen to some of your live. Would say you could come down. But I'm pretty sure you're not trying to go to a small ass town. Why wouldn't I go to a small ass town? Small towns is safe. If I'm looking for stability, bro, and I'm looking for safety and like a real life around real people, why wouldn't I want to go to a small town? Hold on. Okay. Alright, so I got a message that says, what's up? You in SC, or was that an old clip? I said, yep, what's up, brother? I said, you look familiar. So I doubt it, other than I was in your live the other day for a short bit. What part are you near? I see Greenville on your page, if that's true. Listen to some of your live. Would say you could come down here, but I'm pretty sure you're not trying to go to a small ass town. Why wouldn't I go to a small town? As long as I have freedom of expression and stability and it's no weird stuff, I need to get a driver's license and I need to like stack some money at my job that I'm going to get. Does your small town have a job that needs somebody quickly to work? Like, I just want to be a normal person who gets up, goes to work, right? Comes home, goes to the gym, and after I'm done with that, then I can talk to my chat. Hey, y'all, things are better now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do, y'all. That's all I'm asking to do. I've never tried Myrtle Beach before. I've never tried Charleston before. I've never lived in Columbia before. I've lived in Florida. I lived in Pensacola. I've never been to Fort Lauderdale. Looks really pretty on the internet. I don't know what it's like in real life. I just thought it would be, I don't know, man. I just thought the upstate would have some cool people that maybe wanted to fucking have a cool roommate who would fucking respect them and pay rent and I could teach you all about fucking social media, man. You know, I don't know, bro. I'd still be at that sober living that I was at in Spartanburg if I wouldn't have been so friendly trying to like just get people involved with my socials. If I would have gate kept it, if I would have been like, nah, bro, sorry, I can't do this. I have to be selfish about this, and I have to fucking like gatekeep this, then I'd still be in that program. If I would have just went to places where, you know, there was some Wi-Fi, or if I would have just been like, hey, y'all, I'm safe and I'm sober and I'm back home, hit me up if you're trying to chill, and only found content creators that wanted to collaborate, then I'd still be in that program. There would have never been a problem. But because I was like, yeah, bro, because I was friendly, trolls got in. But it's okay. The troll only wins when you give up. You can't give up, man. Giving up would mean relapsing or totally crashing out, whatever. Yeah. If you still got breath in your lungs and you still got freedom, it's not over with, brother. Just gotta try, man. Let's see. When I was 19 years old, my high school sweetheart's brother decided he was going to go to Key West for New Year's. And I was just getting out of jail. I was actually just getting out of Spartanburg County. And he was like, yo, I got family that lives in New Smyrna Beach. And I was wondering if you wanted to go on a road trip. I heard that you lived in New Orleans, and I kind of wanted to see it. You know, maybe I'll take you to Key West if you show me New Orleans. Yeah, see, they get mad. That's crazy, man. Alright, so I just gotta take away you guys' comment section. It's that simple. Anyways. It's crazy, bro. I was 19. He was like, yo, we're going to Key West. It's going to be New Year's. It's going to be lit. I got family in New Smyrna Beach. Coming with. So we packed up in a 2-car Mazda Miata. A green Mazda Miata. And traveled all the way from Greenville, South Carolina to fucking Key West in a 2-door Mazda Miata. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Got down there and saw the most beautiful beaches, immediately started drinking and partying, talking to people. This was before social media. This was before smartphones. You know, just walk up to anybody and just say, hey, you know, shit was awesome. Drag queens down there, you know, they weren't, it wasn't as well known that that's what that was back then. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you had to, like, it was like a if you know, you know type of thing. Like, people didn't know what a drag queen was back then, you know? At least not people my age. So, go down there, have a good time. And then he comes with me to New Orleans, and then we just hit every single bar, talked to every single person, and now he's still friends with a lot of people that he met through me in New Orleans. He still goes there. Had a great time. Even took him to the bar that I danced at. Introduced him to some of the customers and stuff. They loved him. Got wasted. Had a great time. This woman in Metairie moved us into for like 3 weeks. Moved me and Matt in. Yeah, this woman named Tracy moved me and Matt in for like almost a month. It was crazy. We were just fucking just doing anything, bro. life used to be an adventure, bro. I'm ready to get back to life being an adventure. This shit was cool. And see, I've learned that life doesn't have to, you don't have to have alcohol and all this crazy stuff for life to be wild and fun and spontaneous. And that's the thing. Like, that's what I'm learning. And I used to think that. I used to wake up drinking, thinking like that's the only way I'm going to have fun, but it's not true. It's getting a little warm in here.
Okay, all right. Nicole Richie is she dead? Last I heard. All right, let's
Okay.
go down to him for Val. Him, what do you say?
Okay. I wanna go home. I wanna go home now. Well, where's home, Nicholas? I don't know. Let's figure it out. And then everybody's gonna be like, "Damn! All he needed was a chance." Damn! Look at what Nick's posting now. Damn! Have you been to Nick's live chat recently? Damn, bro! Have you seen Nick recently? Have you heard him recently? Damn! No, he doesn't talk about Graceland. No, he never needed to in the first place. Bro, have you know what I'm saying? Come on. But trolls want to keep me. Because y'all know I'm going to succeed. I'm going to succeed. This is one of the first times in my life to where I had to live in hotel rooms and just like live in hotel rooms and be by myself, where there's no, my mom, my preacher, anybody could come in here right now and I'm more than happy for them to see what my room looks like. More than happy to look them in the eyes and have a conversation. I have nothing to hide. Like, I'm perfectly fine. You know, I'm just waiting on the right email to hit my inbox so that way my live chats can stop looking like this. I don't want your money, bro. I just want a place to stay. That's it. So I can get my own bread. I don't need to live off nobody, bro. I promise. I'm sorry that my background's so fucked up. I'm trying my damnedest. Recovery places don't want me in their house because they're worried about the TikTok shit blowing up in their face. Because I'm going to be live streaming 24 hours a day, but places don't even want to fucking risk having a person with my amount of engagement in their house, dude. Most places. Not in my town. Los Angeles, Florida, all those hip, trendy, cool TikTok places, all those hotspot metropolises, yeah, they're totally down for it. They would love it. How many more Greyhounds am I going to get on, you know? When I could just be like, hey, bro, you want a cool roommate that's ready to be your friend? You know? Or if you just want to rent the room out and take the rent money and you don't want me to bother you, that's fine too. Whatever. Looking at my other phone. Checking my emails. Oh, okay. She has no good intentions. Oh, okay. I figured.
Tiny.
Got it.
When the city's quiet, and the shadows blurry, and the pain stops,
Where you at, Britt?
taking us away. When the city's quiet, and the shadows blurry, and the pain stops, taking us away. In my river, flashing in the water, like a mirror in my mind. Perfect memory that I'll be holding for you, like a mirror in my mind. When two separate rivers flooding nowhere to go, but we met at the ocean, no longer drifting. When two separate rivers flooding nowhere to go, but we met at the ocean, no longer drifting alone. You can never get too close to me, no ever way. Won't you let your love wash over me like a beautiful wave? Been there, done that, messed around, I'm having fun, don't go. First class, up in the sky, bottle champagne, living my life. And the best night, I want by the glamorous, all the flowers so pretty. L-A-N-O-O-L-S-H-N.
I hope y'all coming with some good shit. supposed to be in your bedroom doing this shit right now. Straight up. What's next, chat? You watching me right now, babe? Hold on. I'm looking at the dancing emojis you just sent me on Snap. All right, she sent me something, so I'm gonna mute it. Literally, you look like the sweetest human being too. Like, on top of the fact that you're gorgeous, but like you being so sweet looking, that's the part that I'm impressed with. Literally, you look like the sweetest human being. Thank you so much for sending me a video with the Snapchat camera to show me that you're real, of you speaking. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for sending me a video. I'm playing that one out loud, sorry.
No, you do, and you're the sweetest and the cutest, and don't let motherfuckers bring you down, because I'm ready to whoop some ass.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's going to be an easy birthday to remember since we were born in the same year. There's my boy.
Yo, Nick Harris, I just want to feel like I'm going home. I just want to feel like I just wanna feel so light. I just wanna feel like I'm at home. I just want people to love me, yeah. I just wanna be around people that just stick with my vibe, yeah.
I love you, bro.
I love you too. How you been?
I've been okay. I got low views right now, and I'm talking to some people. Are you getting ready to come back and be my friend again?
Of course I am. What you been up to?
Just trying to stay safe and not be a crash out like everybody thinks I am.
Yeah. What's the scenario right now?
Right now, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going next.
Yeah. You
back in Greenville.
Huh?
Back in Greenville, at home where I met you at.
Yeah, I've been seeing you live lately.
Because I've been trying to talk to real people in the DM to try to find a roommate so that way I could come be on social media and be a normal person.
Do you feel stuck?
Feel a little stuck right now.
Are you? Don't tell me you're in a sober living.
No.
No. Where you at?
Staying with some friends. Why are you interviewing me, man?
You know I care about you. I love you.
I don't know. Here, talk to me in the DM, man. Let's strategize. I love you.